مکموردو قطب جنوب، ایستگاهی واقع در شبه جزیره جنوبی جزیره راست که بزرگترین ایستگاه تحقیقاتی در این قاره است. در سال 1956 توسط دولت ایالات متحده آمریکا تأسیس شد که حداکثر 1200 نفر را در خودش جای میدهد. در ژانویه 2015 یک مهندس پرواز نیروی دریایی ایالات متحده که به مدت 14 سال در آنجا خدمت کرده بود، با گزارشگر تحقیقی لیندا مولتون هاو با گزارش‌های عجیب و غریب از تجربیات خودش در قطب جنوب میگوید.
In January 2015, I got an email from a retired naval flight engineer. He's asked me to call him only Brian in the world public. And this is what he told me. From about 1983 to when he retired from the Navy in 1997. He was in all kinds of what they call Antarctic Squadron expedition missions that included rescuing people in and out of various places. In all these trips, nothing of a high strangeness had occurred, and then all of a sudden it was one thing after another. During a squadron mission in the Transantarctic Mountains, the whole crew saw a whole bunch of silver darting objects. And they are round. And he says they're doing the strangest thing. They're going like to this peak in a group, to this peak in a group, to this peak in a group, and then they'd all take off. And not only did this happen once, it happened over and over.
همچنان اضافه میکنه این تنها یکی از اون اتفاقات عجیب غریبی است که او در زمان حضورش در این قاره شاهد بوده است.
They get an assignment not long after. There's a medical emergency. They are now under the gun, the clock is ticking, and a decision was made. They're going over through the no-fly zone because it's a medical emergency. And what do they see? In the ice, like a huge entrance to a cave but slanted going down. And he said, I think it was at least, Linda, 200 feet in diameter, a big hole in the ice. And he said, our instruments are not operating. We were losing electricity. We had magnetic anomalies. And we concluded there's something about this hole that is now causing these problems. They do their medical recovery. And the next thing they know, they're all being chewed out by men in suits that are not from McMurdo. They appear to be from Washington, D.C., and as he said, they told us that we are never, ever to fly over that hole, and we are never to discuss it again. What is that about? And does that have anything to do with all these other pieces that keep emerging, that there might be something archaeological in Antarctica?
به گفته نظریه پردازان این اولین بار نیست که یک سوراخ عظیم در یخ‌های قطب جنوب مشاهده می شود. ریچارد برد، یک کاوشگر مشهور قطبی، گزارش داد در طول سفر خود به قطب جنوب در سال 1947 یک ورودی عظیم به دنیای زیرزمینی دیده است.
Admiral Byrd made a lot of unusual statements, allegedly talking about a large opening at the South Pole that went deep inside the Earth, ice-free, and was inhabited by various sorts of aliens. And when Byrd got back to the United States, he was brought back to Washington, where he was questioned very heavily about his statements. And allegedly he was told to stop talking about this. You have to wonder, is the South Pole some kind of extraterrestrial entry zone? Some kind of portal that's so important that it has to be controlled by the military?
خیلی خوشحالم که تا اینجای برنامه با من همراه بودین و امیدوارم از ویدیو خوشتون اومده باشه. تا قسمت بعدی، خداحافظ.